Toshi. He has the Lunox on his side.
He does.
And this is going to be very interesting because Atlas at level 4, if he doesn't have the flowing blood, that's going to be the Lunox just going in
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
taking him down.
It's just going to be a Lunox doing a lot of hurt. And again, in the hands of Toshi. My gosh, one of the most flexible people as well in Omega. He just knows when to go in and he knows how to deal the damage. See if that's going to be happening here on game 2 here for Execration versus Omega in the best of 5, 1-0 so far. See if Execration can pull it back from Omega.
Okay, so for the side of Omega, they are just staying into the mid lane, playing the favorite game of traditional 1-3-1. We've played this ever since Season 5, and we have no... How do I say this? We have no control over whatever it is that's going to happen till this day. And
That's true.
it's still here. It's still here. And look at what they're doing. They threw it back. So that side of Execration will have much late time in just getting those buffs.
Absolutely. So the late game is going to be secured here, I think, for Execration, no matter what. But of course, they're going to suffer a lot. This is no doubt. Execration will suffer in the early game still in this matchup.
Look at Toshi. Toshi here is just zoning Benny Cutie out. And he knows that he has this capability. I mean, flowing blood isn't as...
Look at that.
Flowing blood isn't as spammable as, you know, those bolts.
Yeah. So there's going to be a big focus here on whether or not Itomax can keep these lanes alive. Curtizi might be in trouble here. They get knocked down by Chakdu with first blood in this game. Looking good for Execration.
Okay, so why did they go for the bottom lane instead of the top lane? They realized there that Curtsy used the jump early, and that means with the execute on hand, he doesn't have the flicker to get out.
Oh my gosh, Hayes with a straight up gank out of nowhere. Catches a teleporting Benny Cutie, will go down for the second.
And that is how you deal. Whoa, 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 whoa. They're not done yet. They're not done yet.
Out of nowhere, Itomax also goes down. No ultimates yet for this Angelo means that it will not be able to get back into lane quickly. And now it will have to be the slow game here for Execration.
He's He's going for the toughness boots just to not get harassed by Etomax as much as possible, because Heart Guard still hurts.
And there's still a dive here. He's going to be going down real quick. This is what happens when this lineup is drawn together. Very easy to get into position and find the targets that they need.
If only Hayes used that Infrared Airstrike earlier, that could have been something that Hate could have died at. But it wasn't, and they will get that free kill. No trades at that point on.
Interesting. We'll definitely see a lot of big moves here for both teams. Definitely Omega. A big difference from what we had in Game 1 where Omega was just steamrolling Execration. This time around, it is blow for blow.
And clearly right now for the side of Omega, Curtsy and the others, they're just having a fun time in lane. It looks like they're winning the duels.
Yeah, and that's what you want. That's what you want for Execration as well. But right now, Chakdu is in trouble. No glorious pathway for you. Even with the Angela ultimate, will be taken out really quickly. Bonus round for E2 Max. That's one. Supposedly just one, but added on will be two for Omega. Might be free if they can catch Benny, but Slowing Blood will be able to make sure that he gets out alive.
Heath didn't have the ejector activated anymore, so he cannot throw back that Alice. But you know what? They get the turtle, they do something proactive, and I feel that is a plus for Execration. It might not be looking that good for them, but still, a turtle is a turtle.
He got the turtle buff. That is very big for Hate. Will need all the help he can get to deal the damage that is needed against Omega. Here on the Gillette Instant Replay.
As you can see here, Shaknu trying to run away. But remember, that is a problem with Angela. Angela is capable of letting you live at those certain situations. But if you cannot live at those certain moments, then that only means that it's going to be a buy one, take one.
Exactly. Bonus round right now. Baby Cutie, ultimate activated, will be putting Cho putting Hayes down very, very low. But Toshi will be the next one on the target. A very scary Roger here, powered up by the Heart Guard. Heath will be able to do a bit of a crossover spin move there.
It was actually more the idea of run away, Jenny,
Run away!
Ah!
That's exactly what happened, by the way. And he was able to do something. He threw Hate into the tower, but of course he was still able to walk out of there alive just because of sheer firepower of this hero.
Yeah, and Haji, did he steal that? Did Jacknus just steal that?
No. Yeah, he did. He really did.
He did. And he just went up straight to the face of Haji. Haji won't use the retribution on that monster.
There you go. Big engagement from Sagitno. It's a 2v1, but OMG is the one walking on out of there. Here comes the Glorious Pathway, blocking out Toshi's exit. Forced to go into Brilliance, and E2 Max will be the one to fly off into the radar as well. Hajizi wants to go for the finish up. He wants to go for that kill. He catches E2 Max on the bush. He will take him down. Chaknu very, very low. Will be active under the tower, but that will not guard against the Tempest of Blades.
You cannot go half-hearted against the lineup here on the side of Omega. If you do, it's going to be the Ling who's gonna punish you. Benny Cutie going up against Curtsy right now, flowing blood on the other side of the map. Will Ling go for the chase down?
It's a lot of damage. Hate again, empowered by the Heart Guard, goes straight for the turtle. Looking for Toshi, looking for Heath. Are they going to answer this? Where is the rest of the team? I don't think it's going to be taken out. It will be conceded. Going over this side. Execration again.
That's going to be a hard thing to do for the side of Omega if they ever want to take down a Roger with a turtle buff and an Angela Heart Guard on him. Those are protection-based buffs for the side of Roger, and that means you're not taking into consideration the certain life steal that this hero has. So, for the side of Omega, if they can catch out Roger alone, that would be great, but as much as 5v5s right now, I won't then take the chance just because Roger is really just activated right now.
Not to mention, he also has the turtle buff, which is an additional shield. So, Roger is well protected in this game.
Yeah, but Haji went for the DHS. Chanted Talisman on Benny Cutie. He really wants that cooldown reduction and extra mana regeneration.
Yep, absolutely. Whoa, Chaknu got thrown there by Mr. Fundamental himself. Forces both the Glorious Pathway and the Heart Guard into the tank.
Okay, so the Heart Guard is down. They do not, Hate wouldn't have it. But he does have the turtle buff. And with that, they lost a window to fight.
Yep, another 39 seconds of this turtle power going over the Hate. Will they do something about it on top lane? Curtisi will be the one on target. But looks like the tower is the agenda, not the hero. No more minions means it will not be pushed, but looks like they can still fight. Even though they're taking all of this tower damage. You go back to the tower and you absorb it. But Heath does not have enough firepower to finish it off by himself.
And will Haji go for it? I mean, if Haji could just jump from wall to wall right now, that would be great because Roger is at a very critical HP level. That's like a sliver of HP, like 1/4 of HP.
And Hajizi, he chose to go for mid instead. They wanted to get a kill. They did take down Chaknu. But again, the Roger is just becoming scarier and scarier by the minute.
And this is where the fun starts. Remember this, Rockheart. Whenever there is a certain thing happening here for the side of Omega, if you're gonna fight up against Execration, that means you are getting, you're gonna fight, how do I say this, a buffed Roger?
Look at this, the buffed Roger is not even gonna need the turtle buff. Haji, you got my turtle buff? Go ahead, I will take you down. That is what Hate said. Hate cannot be stopped on the Roger right now. That is 2 for nothing, basically, for just Sagitno going down earlier. And Execration, Hate is online.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Hate we know. Hayes up top. He's just gonna try and clear the wave as much as possible. There is a stun getting hit by that Farza. But for Ben Cutie, it's his job to just control the bottom lane.
Yeah, he just needs to become that constant threat that if you don't respond to me, I'm gonna push your towers. So it's always getting a lot of attention from Omega. And it's working out very well for Execration because of that.
Yeah, I do agree. Like, considering that Kurt needs to go to the bottom lane to answer it, it's like you're putting a hero that can fight, is able to fight, in the leagues of an Alice that has late game scaling by the stacks.
Yeah, it's a pain to walk if you're a FAMS, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what a throw under the tower! Chaknu will be taken down there. Beautifully done by Heath with the ejector, but the follow-up is just nowhere to be found. The hitters of Omega are just not ready to deal the damage yet. Sagini though will be going for the hunt on Hajizi, and this will be another tower going down on top lane. Without any pressure from Execration, they are now in the lead.
Things are starting to collapse onto the side of Omega here. What lead they had into the early game is now done by the time we reach the early game. And that's a good throwback.
Look at that.
No more.
Critical hit to Hajizi with the back and forth into the Tempest of Blades. Beautiful teamwork with Mr. Fundamental Heath, but it's not going to be enough. Again, the members of Execration becoming tankier and tankier by the second in this match.
And let's see how Haji decides to adjust accordingly. Like for the side of Omega here, they still have a chance to get back the lead, but Execration right now is in command.
Oh, look at that. Benny Cutie will be thrown over. Not so much of a follow-up. Again, Omega looks like they're super hesitant to go in to Execration's welcoming arms, and they are being super cautious at 11 minutes in the game.
Let's see how will this game pan out. As you are seeing, there is a four-man scuffle here in the middle lane.
There you go.
And Benny,
Cutie,
Benny.
You want in, we'll throw you in. That's what he said. But again, with the heart guard on this Alice, how do you even kill an Alice with a heart guard in the middle of a minion wave, absorbing everything? Look at that. Toshi's very low. Will not be given any chance to deal damage. This is starting to look like a cleanup coming in from Execration. They are unstoppable, even under the tower. No one dies, and it's a wipeout.
And that is going to be the game. That is 100% going to be the game, ladies and gentlemen. And this is what Execration is capable of doing if they don't pick those late game side lane heroes.
Scene zoned by Execration. 12-minute game, my friend.
They return the favor.